Chase through Los Angeles caught speeding driver. Driver in a Dodge Challenger led police on a dangerous chase through Los Angeles on Friday, January 6, 2024.
You can see the two-tone, it's a Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger, Christina. I think it's a Dodge, Dodge, I have Dodge Challenger. He is flying, Mark, just flying the wrong way. Gonna have trouble. Yeah, he's having a hard time maintaining control at these speeds. A lot of hard braking as he approaches traffic at many of these intersections. Another busy one right there, right through it with lots of traffic there. You saw somebody trying to turn there. He is going about 70 to 80 miles per hour down Alameda Street. He's now been in Alameda for a good few minutes here, and that may provide them with an opportunity for a spike strip, but you can see there's just so much traffic in the area, it's going to be very difficult to set up for that. But at the very least, they can at least get units ahead of him and try and plan accordingly. It's a very difficult pursuit for LAPD, especially at these speeds. Again, he is flying down Alameda, heavily tinted windows. We do not know how many people are inside that vehicle, but they do have tactics at their disposal if they can get units in position. Right now, it's really up to the air unit to call out the location and then get those. Look at this! Oh, lots of close calls here. I mean, this is just unbelievable. He has not shown any signs of slowing down despite all of the traffic, and the amount of traffic that he's encountering is remarkable, especially, I mean, just trying to think back in recent memory, a pursuit with this much traffic. Again, on a Friday night, you would expect that kind of traffic, but you just don't expect to see a pursuit going this fast through these various busy intersections as he continues down Alameda Street. Whoa! Oh my goodness. That was right near that was right near Bandera Street along Firestone Boulevard. He's made a right turn onto Firestone now, and he is just zooming down Firestone. We have seen so many close calls. Again, almost a miracle at this point that there have not been any collisions that we are aware of, but he is continuing to push the pedal to the metal through these intersections, at some points barely even braking, but really able to swerve around anybody in his way there. But a number of very close calls within inches of that last vehicle who was trying to cross the intersection here. He's easily going over the double yellow lines at times, going the wrong way wherever he has an opportunity, and now he's coming up on a little bit heavier traffic here for the first time, slowing down. They don't have anybody in the area, at least I don't see any sirens in the area, but right now he is now on Firestone Boulevard. He is heading in the...
During the chase, the suspect drove at high speeds on surface streets and nearly collided with other cars. There were moments when the suspect drove on the wrong side of the road and sped past other drivers.
There he is, weaving across lanes here, using maybe a bicycle lane to try and get around this traffic at Zamora. He's along Firestone Boulevard. Again, what I was about to say was that I don't see any units in the area that are prepared to intercept this pursuit. And so right now, we do have LAPD's airship calling it out, but putting this in tracking mode has not worked to their benefit, and it has not had the desired effect of calming this driver down or taking any of the pressure off. The driving tactics have been extremely reckless, extremely dangerous, regardless of who's behind them. Well, that's another thing. He keeps turning his lights on and off at various points. He's been driving blacked out without any headlights. You don't even see the guy coming. Right now, he does have his headlights on, but they've been on and off over the course of this pursuit repeatedly. Now he's on a surface street here along 81st Street, going a little bit slower. He better. I mean, it's really a very narrow road right there. That's a residential street right there. 81st, making a turn possibly, or just negotiating another intersection as he continues much slower now for the first time, doing just under maybe 15, 20 miles per hour down that street there, whereas there's obviously much less traffic. We'll see if he's looking for another major here or if he starts to speed up down 81st Street, but right now we are negotiating with LAX's air traffic control as we come through the right turn there. That's Avalon Boulevard, and he's slowing down a little bit. You can see the driving behavior has changed slightly here as he makes his way further west, but right now we don't see, still at this point, no sign of any black and whites in the area. Is he over to the, yeah, this is very tough. We're going to go ahead and pan over to the right a little bit, Brian. Over to the right. Nope, a little more. There he is. There he is. That's him. That's him. That's him. Yep. No, I understand. Here he goes. Off to the races now, northbound San Pedro Street. He's on the correct side at this moment. He's dragging something, it almost looked like there for a second. Another busy intersection in oncoming lanes, making a left turn on Florence Avenue, trying to, man, just trying to squeeze through any cars. I mean, there were cars going in all different directions in that intersection. He was able to manage to kind of weave his way through here. He's done that numerous times in the past 15 minutes. I mean, this is just so scary, the way he's driving. I cannot believe that we have not seen any collisions, but this has a recipe for disaster if he continues driving like this, especially at these intersections without even slowing down. Once again, pedal to the metal, northbound Main Street at 69th Street, going north in towards downtown LA here, coming behind these apartment buildings. We are on the east side of the 110 freeway, trying to negotiate with air traffic control here as they manage a very busy airspace on a Friday night. You can see he's continuing northbound Main Street here, slowing down just slightly, but lots of traffic in the area here with a lot of pedestrian traffic as well in this area on any given night. So this is going to be just a heart-pounding pursuit no matter how you slice it. I just hesitate to even guess how this is going to end, but right now he is continuing northbound Main Street into the downtown area here in the next mile or so. On the wrong way. Oof. Well, the pit maneuver would require somebody to get behind him, and at these speeds and the way he's driving, they are having a hard time getting units behind him, especially with all of the traffic. The traffic is a real issue tonight on all of these surface streets. You can see every turn he makes almost. You're seeing a lot of volume, an occasional straightaway here, and that just gives him an opportunity to go even faster. So if they can get somebody behind him, maybe they can cut him off at one of these intersections and just kind of slam up against that back bumper. But, you know, the pit maneuver, while it's been authorized, is really not even a factor at this point, and really neither is a spike strip. Now he's underneath the 110 freeway. Looks like he might be on Slauson there, going to come out the other side. Is he going to come out the other side, or will he keep going? There, no. He did not come out. He did not come out. No. Did he? Did he foot bail? Did he foot bail? That's the question. It has not come out. Confirmation, this car has not come out, at least not yet. under the freeway. We're going to come around the other side of the freeway here. You can see units making their way under the freeway. At least they're in the area here. The vehicle may have been dumped under the freeway. I saw somebody flying out the other side, but that may have been a different vehicle. He may very well still be underneath the freeway, guys, if he's gotten into another vehicle. I'm hearing he's gotten into another vehicle. Okay, let's pan over to the right, and let's see which way he goes. Let's see which way he goes. He may have carjacked another car, guys. He's apparently gotten into a truck under the freeway. Trying to listen in here and eavesdrop on LAPD, but right now, westbound, he's going westbound under in a red Charger. He's gotten into from a Challenger to a red Charger. That was a gray and black Challenger. He's dumped the vehicle and is apparently, according to LAPD, in a red Charger. You see somebody running. Go ahead and push in there. Push in there. Let's see what we can make out here. Unfortunately, we can't get much closer. These are pedestrians. I don't think those are cops. They are cops, and they are running back towards their vehicles under the freeway. He may be stuck in traffic as he tries to stand by. Stand by. Hoover and Slauson. Hoover and Slauson. He was just spotted at Hoover and Slauson. They're trying to make their way over there. Right there. And we'll go ahead and confirm the make and model of that vehicle here in just a second, but they are focusing on that red car right there. That looks like a Chrysler. It's a Chrysler 300, not a Dodge Charger. It's a Chrysler, be that suspect, but judging from the driving here, this just seems almost too composed compared to what we were witnessing just a few minutes ago. He could be. Very possible. Well, here comes LAPD. Here comes LAPD. They've got their eyes on him. They've got their light on him, and we'll see if this is indeed that suspect. He may be trying to blend in here, but they have found him, and we'll see if it is indeed the suspect. The LAPD now pulling up from the left and the right. Officers out of their vehicles with their guns drawn. The driver cooperating, stepping out of the vehicle. This is Hoover and Vernon, the intersection of Hoover and Vernon. This driver looks oblivious, but again, it very well could be. You're saying a passenger in the passenger seat. So we will see. They will first order him out of the vehicle and then the passenger. Whether that's a willing passenger or whether that, I doubt it. I mean, I would have, presumably, if this was indeed a carjacked vehicle, would be, well, anything's possible. There could have been numerous people that got out of the Charger and then jumped in this car, always a possibility, or this could have been a passenger who was under duress along for the ride here, if this is even the vehicle, but they certainly believe it is. And you can see everybody now converging on this Chrysler 300. It has come to a stop here. The driver proned out on the pavement. The next step will be taking that passenger out, and then they're going to have a lot to sort out here to figure out whether these are the two suspects they're looking for or what the story is here. But something is not adding up. We'll see. These may very well be the two guys, but right now that passenger walking backwards in the direction of LAPD. A lot of confusion back there, as you could tell. Once you get under some of these big overpasses, it's a perfect opportunity for many of these pursuit drivers to pull a fast one, do a switcheroo, try and carjack somebody else, or just run for it. And what we saw here may very well be one of those combinations, or this could be a case of mistaken identity. Always a possibility as well. Something seems a little off here. They seem to be cooperating for the most part here. License plate readers. But you can see now two people about to be detained here, and again, we'll see if they are the two, or if appear pretty convinced that this is the driver of that Charger, at least the driver, and whether the passenger came along with him, well, we'll find that out later. now continuing the chase. He's got one car there. Here comes the pit right next to oncoming traffic, and a rear end there, and a rear end here, and there it is. He spins it out, does a full 180, and here come the opposing officers, now face to face with that suspect. That vehicle appears to be immobilized as it rolls backwards. We'll see if he's able to reignite it, but right now it looks like the vehicle has come to a complete stop. 3 units now head to head with the suspect. We will see if he complies. Officers out with their guns drawn at the intersection of Atlantic Avenue and Rosecrans Avenue here in Compton. Patrol units getting out of their vehicles, keeping onlookers away as they now come forward with their weapons drawn, instructing that suspect to shut the vehicle. Again, you are looking at the eastbound side, started on the westbound side, crossed right over the double yellow lines, and is now face to face with these officers on the eastbound side of Atlantic Avenue. I'm sorry, the southbound side at Rosecrans. Anyways, you can see about a handful of units now blocking all lanes of Atlantic Avenue. The vehicle has now been stopped for close to a full minute, and the driver apparently refusing to come out of the vehicle. That driver's side door still shut. Those taillights are still on, and that driver's side window is also rolled up. We really don't have good visibility into the vehicle. You can see even the windows are pretty heavily tinted, so they have a better view up there than we do at the moment. What we can do, Tyler, is maybe come around. We could even try an orbit if possible and see if we can get an angle on the driver's side here through that front windshield. We'll see.
The police chase took a dramatic turn when an officer shattered the driver's side window after stopping a dark-colored Lexus SUV in Compton. When police finally stopped the driver, one officer began shattering the driver's window before a group of officers began pulling the suspect from the vehicle.
Driver refusing to come out of the vehicle. Officers now approaching the driver's side of the vehicle. We'll see if they can pop it open. It looks like it is officer stepping away now, and it does not look like that door opened up on them. So he is still refusing to come out of the vehicle. Officers backing away after trying and now smashing the window of that driver's side window. They are smashing it in, aggressively attempting to gain entry into this vehicle. This is quite unusual, I've got to say. Just taking a look here, they are really forcing themselves into the vehicle, now pulling the suspect out of the vehicle, down to the ground, and now pummeled by these officers as they take him into custody. You can see a whole pile up there as they now place him on his on the pavement there, and into handcuffs. Now they're going to clear the vehicle. You can see, taking a look through there, no sign of an animal that we could tell, but it does look like there's something there in the front seat, maybe a large bag of some sort. Anyways, you can see over to the right side of your screen, the driver of this high-speed chase down the freeway out of San Bernardino started in Chino, made its way into LA County, ending here in Compton as California Highway Patrol takes this DUI suspect wanted for assault with a deadly weapon on a law enforcement officer after ramming into one of those Chino PD units earlier in this pursuit. They've got their man and CHP with one suspect in custody here in Compton. And that will do it for our coverage from up here in Air 7 over Compton after a pretty wild pursuit here, ending here in Compton, or I should say a high-speed pursuit. Ended up being a slow-speed pursuit once he got off the freeway and eventually slowed down just slow enough for a successful pit maneuver. One person inside the vehicle. There you see the vehicle has been cleared, and that driver, that DUI driver, will now be taken off to Men's Central Jail.